one to take me down. Mainly when you come around, I have to keep out these words. Yeah. That's 98.5, the mix, LA. You know what I mean? I try to tap it gently so I don't break it. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. I don't even know what's on this CD. It's been a while since I listened to a CD. Yo, check it out, man. It's your boy Kwin MD, man. Today, we in the lab, we're going to talk about the history of the playlist that you have on this channel here. The history of my music, man. Because this thing started a long time ago when we had DAT tapes. Used to leave the studio with DAT tapes, you know what I mean? And I've been doing music for so long that the culture has changed. You know what I mean? I was going to the studio before Eminem had shit out there, you know what I mean? And so now, we almost 20 years into this thing, man, you know, things change and things evolve, you know? So when you look back at my music, man, a lot of things have changed over time. You know what I mean? So one of the things I want to show y'all is my first album and how everything changed from when that one was recorded to, you know, how things are now. So let's go on to the YouTube channel. I'm going to pop it on right now. You know what I mean? This is my new stuff coming out. Triangulum, which is the next galaxy over after you get to Andromeda. You know what I mean? Because, you know, we had Golden Land. We started on foot on land. And then we went to the Milky Way galaxy. Then we went to the Andromeda galaxy. We still laughing on our way to the next galaxy, which is Triangulum. You know what I mean? But here, let's go ahead and go to the channel. Here, you should be able to see this. Let's see. Here we go, the YouTube channel. Let's see here. We're gonna go to So I'm just loading up this video real quick. Let's see. So that was the other video from earlier. I'm trying to find, you know, where can I go see, you know, comments. Okay, here we go, right here. I'm doing this for a reason, man. I want to tell y'all about how things have changed over time, you know what I mean? And the only way to do that is to, you know, make this video. Here we go. Let's see. Here it is, right here. This was my first album. Let me change this so you can see it real good, you know what I mean? Now, I didn't have the foresight to make that album cover black and white, but that album cover is black and white. I just thought it would be cool to make a black and white photo for my first album because black and white meant something else. You know, black and white meant it was an old photo when I was growing up. You know what I mean? Because color TV was new. And, you know, my grandparents' generation had black and white TV, and then new shit was on color. You know what I mean? And so this photo was taken on South Street in Philly. This record, this album right here was in stores in Philly and in Virginia. You know what I mean? And it was recorded in Philly and in Virginia. This one right here, this song right here was recorded in Richmond, Virginia. And then, you know, if we go to the next one, after that, track number 3, I believe that one was recorded in Richmond, Virginia as well. And then track number 4, Murder Rate, was recorded in Philly. You know what I mean? And so why am I showing y'all all this? Because of the simple fact that when 98, 99, 2000, when all this was going down, you know what I mean, it wasn't normal for a guy like me to be rapping. You know what I mean? Eminem wasn't big yet. And I wasn't really paying attention to what he was doing. You know what I mean? And one day, one of my homies in VA said, hey, Quinn. He pulled me to the side for a second. He said, Quinn, man, I need to holler at you for a minute. I said, all right, what's going on? He said, listen, man, we cool with you. You know, we love you, man. Everybody in the hood fucks with you, man. You know what I mean? But somebody, if you blow up with this shit, somebody might not be cool with you using the word. You know what I mean? And we know you're talking about yourself when you say it too. We know you don't mean no disrespect, but Eminem never uses that word. You know what I mean? And his music is out there and stuff like that. So we need you to not use the word. So the evolution is, my first album, I was using hoe and bitch and the N-word. And I was in the studio. The engineer was a black guy. The other guys rapping with me was black. Nobody had a problem with it. We was cool. But after this album right here, you know what I mean, never used it again in none of my shit. You know what I mean? And then eventually my homie Shallow in VA said, hey, I need you to not use the word hoe or bitch because it's offensive to women. And so I went through a long stretch of time making music with him 2 or 3 years and not using any of those words. You know what I mean? I actually went back to the studio and re-recorded several tracks that I had the N-word, the B-word, and the H-word in it, and removed it. And so tracks like I Converse is one of them, and Assassin's Reign is another one. I went back into the studio and re-recorded it. Same thing with this Money Joint. The Money Joint was on the first album. But then, you know, I had used all those words in Money. And then, basically, you know, because it was offensive to people, you know, women and things like that, and offended by me using the N-word. So I re-recorded Money, and that's how that got on the album that came out in 2013, The Real McComb, because I took all those words out. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's a little bit of history of Kwin MD, you know what I mean? Keep it locked. More to come on the channel.